Hi, my name is Donnie and with Ships of Scale, and I was wanting to make an attempt to try to show my fellow modeler friends how to make these dead eyes through the channel and these chains here and how to attach. Now, you know, there's so many different ships out there. We know there's different periods. There's British, American, and this particular ship here is Spanish. Well, this video is really going to be kind of like just haphazard. Um, there's different ways that people make these dead eyes, and I have researched and researched, and you know, you get to a situation where you don't really know. You try to do something the best you can, and what I do is I try to do it everything within reason. And so what I'm going to show you is just the way that I do it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the way you're supposed to do it, the best way. It's just the way that I found that works for me. Now, whether it's scale or authentic, you know, I really don't know. The only thing I can say is that this is the method that I chose because it is a little bit quicker. Again, we got these dead eyes here on my workbench, and this right here is dark annealed steel wire that I bought from Model Expo, and this is it right here. It's 0.73 millimeter, and it's already blackened for you. So what I did, I went ahead and I cut off enough pieces because this back section right here, I have not yet rigged that up for the dead eyes. Usually my desk is usually not this clean and not that much organized, but for the video it's probably best. Right here we have a mandrel, and of course it's got the different diameters, and then we have just a pair of simple cutters, and this plier right here. It's just not anything that's just really important, but I like this particular plier because it's straight across the top instead of this one that's kind of got a little bit of an angle to it. I found that when I try to pinch and shape the wire around the dead eye, that little angle sometimes gets a little frustrating. This right here is my little pin vise. It's got a drill bit. This is where I'm going to make my hole here in the channel. So let's get started. We're going to try to make one right now. This second size up, I'm just going to simply just take this and fold it like this. Just lay it off to the side, and we can choose us a dead eye that's pretty good. We're not going to worry about how the dead eye is oriented. It's not important right now. I just take my fingers and just kind of squeeze this best I can. I come in with my pair of pliers, and squeeze it down, and you can see we have a pretty little shape here. Now obviously I don't need all of this wire here, so I'm just going to go ahead and just cut this off about right here. The reason being because now we're going to move over here to this vise, and we're going to stick this in this vise. Got this vise from Micromark. I got this Dremel vise. I think I got this from Mall Expo. What I'm doing is I'm pinching the wire the best that I can, like this. This camera is really not that focused that great. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I got this 0.41 millimeter, and I'm going to take this. I'm going to stick this 0.41 millimeter right up in here at the top. I'm going to try to bend it up some to kind of help hold it. And then I'm going to try to start wrapping this wire here and be real tight with it. That right there is about, it's about 5 turns. That's enough. And come over here and we'll cut this wire off at the back, such, and we'll cut this wire off at the back that we fed through the very top. Now I'm going to take this out of the vise, and we're just going to take this pair of pliers here and kind of take this, kind of help shape it up a little bit better. Now I've made it where we have 2 wires in the back. I'm going to trim this one up here in the back a little bit more. So now that we turn it around, it should be somewhat clean. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to choose, let me clean this up a little bit more. We got 2 wires coming down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down just a little bit on this right hand side and nip this side off. So I only have one coming down. Now what I'm going to do, take this and I'm going to bend this with a slight angle like this. I'm going to take this end here and bend it up with a very slight angle, because when this goes through the channel, we don't want this straight because it will pull the dead eye forward. I'm going to take my mandrel here with the smaller tip and come back about so far, and I'm just going to just make a little loop with my hand, come in and cut this off here like this. Take a pair of pliers and kind of dress it up just a little bit more, and there we have the final result for our deadeye assembly. Okay, now we're going to move over here, and I have a hole already started right here where we're going to put this. Just going to take my little pin vise. The reason why I'm putting my finger under here is because when I start to feel the drill bit come through, it'll keep the wood from splintering on the other side when I make the hole. Now this deadeye should be where we should be able to take this and go all the way through. It seems like to me that the drill bit that I have was probably used for the smaller size, so what I have to do is swap out for the larger size to get that in there. Now I believe that this should fit all the way through, like this. You can just kind of take it and pull it down a little bit tighter. Now we have our dead eye in place. We can take our chain now at this point, and we should be able to put the chain on there, and we can wrap this up. If the chain doesn't fit, what I do is try to pull out just a little bit on the hook that I made and feed that in. Now I can take my plier and just kind of pull up just a little bit, and then we can measure the length and cut it off. So it's kind of like, I believe according to the plans, these are going to get cut off about right there. So anyway, that wraps up the way that I prepare these dead eyes, and I hope that this was a good exercise, and you're welcome to follow this same technique if you wish. Thank you very much. This is Donnie from the Ships of Scale.